somewhere in the world there are some really serious, scary men. Then there's the man that is like an ideal or an IDIO for Io mi io, but actually no, that's reserved for something else. In a whatever. Then there's the yes men, the YESMEN, or the ya, being the JA, Jamen. And then there's the YAMA. I mean, like, there's a bunch of different classifications of yes men. YESMEN. And they're usually again, so I don't know how to, like, there's a somebody special I've actually been in physical proximity, and I wouldn't want to piss him off. So I'm going to use him as the one gauge of can raise an eyebrow and go from smiling to, like, stone cold scary man like that as my, like, I don't want to piss him off. The rest of them that smile and wave and they don't know what the hell's going on. Right, yeah, okay. So there's a problem in that group. The one that's got the stone cold face and can raise an eyebrow and go from smiling to I'm gonna kill you. Just like that, right? Yeah, okay, I don't want to piss him off. So I'm just letting you know, someone in the circus, I mean, again, I'm in Big Apple. There's a Big Apple circus, there's a Big Apple tent, there's some yo-yos, some bananas. I mean, there's the horn of seriousness, and God needs leads on what in the devil are they, or what in the tarnation are they doing. Right, yeah, something like that. Okay, so with that, here's what happens when I arrive in 1978. It looks something like the man with the raised eyebrow and the quick to serious temperament that I thought was going to be my father. And I thought I should have been born as a daughter right next to his side so I could learn how to be an intelligent creature directly from him without any, like, yes men and big circus tent antics. But that didn't happen. That would have been perfect world for me. So I could have married correctly and life would have been, like, perfect for my design. But instead, I got something that looked like this. They call it Weekend at Bernie's. Like, this is the Hollywood crowd. They're like, okay, so she's born clueless. She's far away from us in, like, sleepaway camp. And we love her because she's one of us, but she's now stuck amongst all of you, circus and yes men. So how's that gonna work? Right. So they gave me a Weekend at Bernie's template. They said that Andrew and McCarthy and something with Jonah and a Silverman was something with a Terry, and it looks like a Kaiser, or Kisser, Kissinger, whatever. So, and then it says two guys, Andrew McCarthy. I think that's the 2-tier levels of serious men to yes men. And then something with a Jonah, then Silverman. Party with their bumped off boss, it says, which was the Terry and the Kaiser reference, or Kisser reference. And then it says, at his Long Island beach house, and no one notices. Now, the only Bernie in New York I've ever heard of was on TV, another TV, but he wasn't movie producer, Hollywood producer. He wasn't TV Land producer either. He's actually seriously at the circus in Washington. I think his last name is Sanders, something like that. he's very big into social something. I don't know what. He's on that side of the family. I have no access to him. But it looks like if we go generational age gap, Bernie and his social something is in the center. And then it's the next gens that are carrying him around like he still exists and he's still alive. Because they don't want to get charged, trumped up charges on murdering the social savior or savoir. I mean, that's my interpretation of it. And it comes on a channel at IFC of 734. That's a lovely number. And again, this is FiOS TV. So it's April 4th, 2022. Again, like the gods from beyond, they make this stuff up and leave it as clues. I'm just I don't know what I am in this scenario, but I'm just like, right now that makes sense in what I'm experiencing on Long Island. Somebody was clever enough to put all the signs and symbols so one group wouldn't get mad or come at the wrong people and make the Jack and the Giant whatever worse. Because there's bean stalks, there's beans, there's seeding, there's a cow, there's some trade-off. Then you go up the beanstalk, you're in a cloud, there's some giant up there, he's got a golden goose he doesn't want to get rid of. That's Jack and the Beanstalk, if you've never heard of it. Then there's Jack and the Pail of Water. And then something got jacked up. I don't know, in between. Just saying. So it's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza, it's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. I am thinking, however, on this, whatever, there was once someone, again, how things go about and what you take to the grave. I take it to the grave because it has no, I'm sure he didn't use his real name. He called himself Gabe. Something about a bottle of vodka getting me drunk, and then I'm hurling into the toilet bowl, and says, he's sitting there talking to me, he's like, it's kind of like truth serum for your kind. He's like, have you ever drank before? I'm like, I don't think so. And he couldn't believe that I couldn't remember. Then he said something about, and I'm like, how are you supposed to know how much you're allowed to drink? Because it's, who teaches you about drinking? And he's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I don't have brothers. So, like, I don't have a big brother. And I was like, and I don't have a sister either. I was like, I'm an only child. So who do you rely on? And my parents don't drink. So that's confusing. But, like, purposely took me out of comfort zone and introduced me to this drinking thing as if it was a life lesson from a big brother. Now that gets really confusing because it's like, are you here to help me or harm me? Because, like, humans are already, like, having a problem intrinsically in the 1980s and 90s. I'm ID. I have an eye spine, not that you can tell upon first and substantive contact unless you have higher intelligence from elsewhere. Allstate, by the way, I got sideswiped in a car accident. They sent me for all sorts of cervical spine x-rays, and made me officially submit it to the human front op for optics, I suppose. And I had to have some foreign body doctor sign off that he read the x-rays about the eye spine and it's not a C-spine. She's just different. And then they had to, like, come up with some kind of medical, like, blurb on my muscles contorting it into a whatever. I mean, at what point are you really honest with yourself, and where are the real, my serious dads instead of the yes men? Because I think the yes men are the ones that mess some stuff up. I'm just saying. And I know they're the ones who take their lead from the yes men. So that's between you guys. I mean, I stay out of it. I'm just in the field going, no, no, this is still not right, and there's still clues around for the clueless. If the serious dad is having trouble with the yes men, here's some of the clues that point in the direction of things are still not right where I am. It's April 4th, 2022. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.